Hey guys, this is somewhat of a prophetic word, I guess you can say, but I just want to know if any other of the prophets on YouTube, if you see this video, please let me know, because I had a feeling a little while ago, maybe at the beginning of this year, that it would be a massive earthquake. Now, it's been quite a few pointers on this, because in high school, God gave me this vision about a huge earthquake. I don't want to drop the location just in case I'm prophesying this wrong. But part of me want to drop the location because I might be right, okay? So I'll use my discernment towards the end of this video to see if that is what I want to do. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm sitting on the front porch. But yeah, so a massive earthquake that will cause a huge flood. Now, I did some research, and yeah, I'm going to have to disclose the location, because I did some research, right? Where could an earthquake happen at that would cause a massive flood? And I came up with the Hoover Dam. I remember watching TV when I was like in high school or whatever, and that's where the first vision came from. And it was real late night. It was like a TV show. Okay. It was a TV show that based on like events and predictions of events that are to come, but like catastrophic events, right? Nikki! So, I'm sorry, too many distractions. But yeah, so I was watching a show, and it was a white man talking, and he was talking about different events that he predicts that can happen, but he predicted them scientifically. This is not a prophet, I don't think, but he was proving this is scientific research. So they scientifically, they scientifically proved that it would be a massive earthquake. Get it. In Nevada, which will cause a break of the Hoover Dam, and he predicted that if that happens, that it would be like a massive rolling blackout all over Las Vegas and certain areas around it. So I did some research a few months ago when God brought this back to my remembrance, and I had researched like the cities and what the Hoover Dam was built for, the reason, and it was a source of power to generate electricity and things of that sort. It was a number of other reasons, but I researched it and how many guys died, creating it, and if it flooded, because it was predictions actually about this. If it flooded, what would happen? And there are some cities at the bottom of the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam is pretty much a waterfall. They built a wall to block a river, and the water comes over. I think it goes through it, and it goes underneath it. So at the bottom of the river, at the bottom of the Hoover Dam, there are cities down there. So those people would be affected by this massive earthquake, but not from the earthquake itself, but from the wall breaking of the Hoover Dam and the water flooding. They would be more so affected by the flooding. So I guess this is like a warning. And the reason why I'm getting on here now, because I was making sure that I was hearing this clearly and that it was from God himself. And I was watching the show Manifest, right? I'm on season 3, I think episode 10 or 11, because I hurry up and ran out here. I didn't even pay attention because I've been binge watching. And it talked about a massive earthquake on this episode, and a volcano and things of that sort. Like a massive earthquake is going to cause a flood. And of course, they exaggerate life on TV shows and movies and things of that sort. But I'm like, and it's funny because the show is about people getting callings and listening to the things that God is telling them to do and connecting these callings. And that's pretty much what the body of Christ is and prophetic words are. And I was like, well, this is the third or fourth maybe confirmation that I've gotten about this. I encourage you guys, even if you're not a prophet, to look up the Hoover Dam. Do some research on the Hoover Dam. They predict that it would last hundreds of years past today. But if an earthquake comes, that is nothing but God's doing. And they, on the TV show, they were talking about it happening because God is punishing people who, I think they said liars. That was just very strange to me, because liars are sinners. So I'm like, if God does this, because people think that they can predict everything with science, but if God does this, and he's been having some really strange weather going on, and I can tell you where I live, we never have a lot of rain. It's been raining all summer to the point we couldn't even really do anything this summer, and that was very strange from where I'm from. We usually have pretty hot summers. The rain usually stops at the end of May, beginning of June, but the rain has been just ongoing every day. Even our grass is like beautiful. All the grass on our street is beautiful. Like, we've been getting nothing but rain. But I just want to get on here, and if you receive that in some type of way, or if you've been getting signs or messages from God about earthquakes or floods for that matter, even Nevada, like if you felt something in your spirit about Nevada, comment below. Let me know that I'm not hearing this wrong. Then I'm making a video. What did I tell you about that? Okay.
Excuse me, though.
But no, wait till I'm done. Wait till I'm done, okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get off here because my son needs my attention. But, yeah, let me know. Share this video, too, because it might be somebody that isn't on YouTube that has visions and things like that, who knows these types of things, and see if they've been hearing anything, you know. I'm pretty, like, I'm pretty sure about it at this point. I felt it in my spirit a few times. Even when I was hearing it before, it was like really, really clear, like one of the clearest messages, and I felt like it was an urgency then, but I just didn't want to sound crazy getting on here, you know. But I'm learning to just post videos that God tells me to post, and not worry about how I look saying what I'm saying, okay? I made a video about chewing ice, right? God told me to post it. I second guessed it and I took it down. I just found out last week that I had 6 cavities from chewing ice. I had 1 cavity since I was 7 years old. And that's because I was pregnant at the time. And you know, our children pull our nutrients from our body. But it was kind of strange to me. And I really sat in a dentist chair getting my cavities filled today, thinking to myself, like, first of all, I was thinking about the video I deleted on here. Secondly, like, wow, I'm really letting them drill holes in my teeth all because I had an issue with chewing ice. And here I am stopping a warning to the other people who has the same deficiency. Me, myself, I don't think I have an iron deficiency. That's the problem. I probably do have an iron deficiency, but I feel like me chewing ice is more of a comfort thing. Because I've always had an iron deficiency my whole life, but I've never been an ice chewer. It just started once I started letting my anxiety and stress take a hold of me, and it was other people around me chewing ice. And then my son I'm gonna repost the video, but my son had caps put on his teeth, and everybody was like making fun of us, like you know, that he had to get caps or whatever. And I knew we brushed his teeth too much, and my son, my other son, never had cavities ever. So I'm like, how did he get cavities? We do the same thing with the same routine that I did with my oldest son. So how did he get caps? And not just a few, he had quite a few. But he chews ice. He picked that habit up from my mom, and my mom, we lived with her. So of course I developed the habit. And it's funny that when they speak about generational curses, and I know I'm getting off subject, you really do pick up habits around the people that you be around. So that's why in the Bible it says bad company corrupts good character. You really have, not saying that my mom's character is horrible or anything like that, but just saying that when you sit around bad habits, you slowly develop those bad habits. You get used to them. Eating habits, music habits, whatever. You get used to them and you start to develop them. And even if you were bitter about it at first, you slowly come around because you start to get used to it. If you heard a song that got on your nerves, next thing you know all the lyrics. Same thing. So yeah, I want to get off of here, and I really want to ask you guys to really drop down. It's not even just for me. It's for the people who's watching this. You might encourage somebody to write a comment, or you might confirm something that they wasn't sure about. So yeah, I just really had to get on here and be obedient. This is my last and final warning, I believe, to say this. But if you're in a Nevada area, Vegas area, or any surrounding place about that, even in California, just be very vigilant and very cautious and be prepared. Earthquakes, we don't really get too much of a warning before they come. Maybe a few hours or so. I don't know. I never really experienced an earthquake, but not like the ones that they have across the country, but some small ones here. We had one here like 2 years ago, which was strange because we don't have earthquakes. That's how you know God is doing a thing. We had a massive, to us it was massive. It shook my whole house, and I'm like, I thought it was a car accident, but I'm like, a car accident wouldn't shake the whole entire house. And my house was 1,200 square feet. I was like, this is a big house, so how did that happen? But when I got on the Instagram, all the blogs and things were talking about how we just had an earthquake here in Ohio. It was strange. But yeah, God is doing his own thing, and maybe to flood those cities, I don't know about those cities. I never did my research on the cities per se, but he's doing what he's doing to bring people into repentance. And I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed day, blessed holiday. Well, not holiday, we passed all the holidays. It's a holiday for me because my birthday's coming up, but I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. We're getting closer to the weekend. I'm enjoying this weather. I'm sitting on the porch watching my children, just enjoying and being grateful. Be grateful. Last night I showed God so much gratitude just for the things that I have. And this morning I woke up with a clean spirit, I swear. All I did is I just sat on the couch and said, Lord, I'm just grateful. I'm just so grateful. And it's not even because of the things I expect or I hope for. Just I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm living in a present moment.